Hello everybody, today I'm going to talk about Crimson Dragon on the Xbox One. Now I got this game for $20 on the Xbox Live Marketplace, and I'm going to talk about this game and what I think of it. So, I heard about this game as it was an Xbox One launch title, and it looked kind of interesting. I mean, it's a game made by some former Sega developers back when Sega was actually still relevant, especially the developers of Panzer Dragoon Orta, which even though I never played, I heard from many it was one of the more well-known original Xbox games. And basically, I decided to give this a try, especially after I heard various reviews. Some of them were from people who actually played it who said it's fun, and others were from the PS4 Wii U Master Race for Life crowd who instantly posted, "I wanted an Xbox One, but IGN didn't give this game a 10 out of 10 review." So I decided to actually try the game out for myself and see how it is and what my thoughts on this game are. The game is a rail shooter, but I think all you need to do is look at gameplay and you can see this right off the bat. The storyline is pretty much this. In the future, basically, humanity rides dragons or something, but suddenly this evil dragon rose and people are getting sick with some virus, and your goal is to wipe out these infected creatures and do that kind of stuff, and your goal is to fly through and do the missions. Each mission is different as you're given different objectives for each mission. Even though they last only a few minutes, they feel different each time. And of course, it doesn't feel like you're doing the same thing over and over again, which makes this game kind of fun. And you can also replay the missions to get higher ranks, as you are given ranks. For example, in this mission, you have to fly and recover the beacons. And during each mission, you're given various objectives with just play on screen, and you're basically told to go do these. And that's what you do a lot in this game. There are two levels of difficulty. There is casual, which is for 12-year-olds who really can't handle a hard game, which was developed by Ex-Sega developers. And there's classic difficulty, which is for those who know what they're getting into. And you also hire a wingman who is a gamer tag on Xbox Live, but it's basically their dragon, and you can push the back button for them to fly behind you or the front button for them to fly in front of you. And basically, he helps take out enemies because there are a ton of enemies on screen, and you're really going to need this due to the fact that this game can be hard, but you can fly without one in case you want even more difficulty for you. After every mission, you can customize and level up your dragon. For example, you'll pick up items while you're destroying these dragons. You'll get items like, as you can see in the right hand corner. As you can see, I'm getting money, but you'll also get items such as, for example, you'll get like experience siege, which you can use to boost your dragon's experience. You'll get things that let you change your dragon's type attribute, because there are type attributes in this game, and some kinds of effects are more powerful than others. But luckily, before a mission, you can also customize the attacks your dragon has. So you can pick one that's more effective against many of the enemies, and use a wingman that is too. And another thing about this game is that you also can hire a wingman, which is a random gamer tag, and their dragon that they customized. You're also given items which let you customize your dragon and improve the dragon's stats. So, for example, it can take more damage without dying, or, for example, it has stronger attack power, etc., etc. But you can get those items for your dragon in the game, which allow the game to be played a lot better and a lot easier when it comes to having a skilled dragon needed to take on the high amounts of enemies and the high amounts of projectiles thrown at you, because as you can see, there is a lot of action in this game. The music is pretty good and it's fitting, especially for a game about flying dragons in the future. It does a pretty good job, and while being nothing too memorable, it is pretty good for the kind of game it is. The graphics have a really good art style despite the game originally being a 360 game, which was probably ported to the Xbox One later on in development. Despite that, the graphics still look amazing for a 360 game, especially one later in life. Sure, this game really isn't a graphical powerhouse, but if you want one, then there are games like Battlefield 4, which do the job of showing off graphics a lot better than this game does. But at least this game looks better than a Wii U game. The game does have microtransactions, but these are 100% optional, and in no way is the game pay to win, as you can earn everything from those just through normal gameplay alone. Another thing is that the game does have a multiplayer function, but nobody's on it. However, I will post my gamer tag in the description so somebody can add me if they want to play this game. From what I did see of the multiplayer mode, though, it's similar to the single player mode where you can do missions, except instead of a wingman, as far as I know, you're with the second player. So basically, you and the other player go around destroying these infected creatures, and that can be fun, but I have not played the multiplayer mode, so I can't really say how it is. However, I will say this, though. This game is a fun and underrated Xbox One game, especially considering it's $20. If you're into arcade-styled games and rail shooters and the like, I guarantee you'll find this game a lot of fun. And that's all I can really say, really. The only other thing I can say is to actually play games instead of going off of reviews for every single game, and that's all I really have to say. Thanks for watching. Subscribe for more.